Welcome, welcome. My name is Jamie, the founder of 60 Second Chords, and in this episode, we are talking about embarrassment. Are you a musician who plays in church, plays jazz, plays rock, plays a wide variety of instruments, and is embarrassed by their playing? Well, in this episode, we're going to give you solutions on what to do to deal with your embarrassment when you play. Embarrassment. As a musician, we deal with it constantly. I don't know about you, but in my years of playing, I've received amounts of criticism. And I've been kicked off instruments, I've left rooms, I've done a lot of things. And it's probably happened to you, and you probably could relate to this story. And there are five types of people in terms of dealing with embarrassment. You have the apologizer, you have the ghost, you have the overlooker, you have the class clown, and you have the silent sufferer. Those are the five types of people that deal with embarrassment. Now, I'm not sure if you're well aware of this, but according to a recent Wakefield study, approximately 33% of people that do get embarrassed apologize immediately. They say, "I'm sorry." Now, that's just one type of person. That's the apologizer. Around 6% of the people, they leave the room. They're so embarrassed to the point where they don't know what to do. They just leave the room so they can deal with their feelings, deal with their issues, deal with their problems internally. Around 21% of those people are the overlookers. They don't say anything. They just pretend it never happened. Then you have 22% of the people that are the class clown. These are the people that love to make a joke. When they make a mistake on piano, for example, they're playing it off. They're like, ha ha ha, hey, I made a mistake, but I'm going to laugh it off. And then you have finally the silent sufferer. Those are the people that suffer in silence. Those are the people that really just blush until the moment passes. You're playing and you literally look and you're blushing hardcore, and you're suffering in silence because you know deep down in your heart that you made a mistake. That's about 18% of the people. Now, what do we do as musicians, as creatives, when it comes to embarrassment? Well, there are a few things and a few steps that we can take to deal with embarrassment. Now, the first step is confronting the embarrassment. You made a mistake while you're playing, whether you're practicing at home and you play live at church and you get embarrassed. You know that you're playing to a multi-track and you hit the wrong chord and everybody turns and looks at you. Or you play the click track and you play the click track at the wrong moment and everyone turns and looks at you like you made a big mistake. Or the drummer hit a wrong note, or you hit a wrong chord, or the guitar player strummed when announcements happened. One of the things that you can do to deal with embarrassment as a musician is the fact that you have to confront it. Not in an aggressive manner, but confront it internally. Be able to deal with the fact that you made a mistake. You're embarrassed. Don't beat yourself up. A lot of times we beat ourselves up as musicians and not understanding why we do so, and then that leads to things happening down the road. The second thing is to let go. The moment has happened. You've been embarrassed. It's time for you to let go. There are going to be many other moments where you're going to be able to play live, especially in church or on stage or on tour or other different areas. You have to internally let go. Know that there are going to be other moments you will be embarrassed. The third thing is talk to somebody. Be able to vent your feelings to somebody that you've been embarrassed. A lot of times we suffer in silence as musicians because we're the least on the totem pole. Talk to somebody. Talk to a trained psychologist or a therapist and explain to them how you feel. Because a lot of times these things can be triggers to other situations that may have happened in your life. Now, I am not a doctor. I'm just providing some advice for entertainment purposes. The other thing too is when you're dealing with embarrassment, We have to be mindful of the people that are around. Create a community that will support you. That's the fourth thing. Create a community that will support you in the efforts of being embarrassed. Believe it or not, people move stronger when they are like-minded. And if you can surround yourself with a community of positive musicians that say, hey, I made a mistake too. When I started, I got booted off of instruments. When I started, I was mistreated. When I got started, I made so many mistakes that only I recognized it, but everybody else thought I was great. And the last thing, to deal with embarrassment as a musician or in terms of your gospel playing, is understand that it's okay to be embarrassed. Don't feel bad because you are embarrassed. Understand that this is a life lesson and that you will grow from it as a musician. Believe it or not, even the biggest professionals that are on the face of the earth, like the Herbie Hancocks and the Corey Henrys and the Jaden Arnolds and all these other different instrumentalists, they still do get embarrassed. They may be professional, but they still do get embarrassed because they are human. Be okay with the fact that you will be embarrassed. I assure you it's not the end of the world. I assure you that you will move on from this because you will grow stronger and know how to deal with it if it does happen again. Be proud of who you are as a musician. Be proud of the fact that you will be embarrassed, and I in turn tell you that you will be successful because these moments are milestones that will help you become better as a musician. So again, I encourage you, if you liked this information and want more content like this, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll respond to every comment. Share this with somebody that needs an inspiring word or just wants to be encouraged. So my name is Jamie, and I'll see you guys on the next one.